Sorry, my phone rang and the video cut off. But I'm back now. So, and I'm on Do Not Disturb, so that's great. So after you do your role play, you fill out the packet, which there is a link to in the Canvas assignment. This is in week 15. Week 15 or 16, or it's in the assignments tab, I'm not sure. Excuse me. And in that, there is 3 sections. So, I forget the point system for each section, but that's listed in Canvas. That's not any different. She didn't say anything different about that than what it says in Canvas. But what it says in Canvas with the packet is that you first do a self-assessment. You can circle or check off or put an X or a star next to the number or like description that best describes you and how you think you did on each listed area. And she described different areas that some people asked questions about. If you want to talk about that in a Zoom meeting tomorrow, if you have any questions for me about that, you can call me or we can set up a Zoom, or you can email Lisa and she'll answer those for you. Next, you talk about your strengths and weaknesses in the narrative. And in that part, you specifically focus on what you rated yourself best and worst in the self-assessment. And you describe how you did it well or how you did it poorly, like in detail. It doesn't have to be like, I don't think it has to be like too detailed, but you give examples of what you did well and how you did it well and what you did poorly and how you did it poorly and how those are your strengths and weaknesses. And I think like room for improvement and things like that. And then there's a example of how you do this in week 14, I believe. And it's a transcription of, or it's an example of the transcription. You have to transcribe 4 pages of your video. Now, I don't think I mentioned this, but your video has to be 30 minutes, and you do not edit it. Your role play has to be 30 minutes. So it's a different, you transcribe a different 10 minutes than the 10 minutes that you have her watch as your, that you have her view as your role play that you recorded. And you, there's an example of how you do that. It's in week 14 or 15. But you do that in the packet, and you write exactly what you said as the social worker. You kind of paraphrase briefly what the client said, and next to what you wrote as the social worker, you put what skill you were using. Now, yesterday we talked about clarifying and probing questions, as well as some other, as well as some perspectives, theoretical perspectives. If you have any questions about that, we can do a Zoom meeting. The clarifying and probing questions are really important to get a good grade on that transcription when you're including what skills you used. So I feel like it's important that we talk about that if you want to set up a Zoom or a phone call. So I can describe that transcription more to you, and you can look at the example. But you basically put the skill in parentheses next to where you put exactly what you said as a social worker, and you do that for a different 10 minutes than what you did the um, role play that the part of the role play that she's viewing. And that's the assignment. It's due December 10th. And just let me know if you want to set up a Zoom. Sorry, I had to send this in 2 videos. Talk to you soon.